Another investment in the AI world was Robinhood's initial venture fund, public venture fund, RVI, announced that they are investing $75 million in OpenAI. RVI is
Mhm.
up over 20% today from this news. What are your thoughts on this deal? And I know it's very different than the Amazon deal. Does it make sense for someone who's interested in investing in OpenAI buy RVI versus if someone's interested in investing in Anthropic buying Amazon? Because both of these companies are private companies.
Yeah, so $75 million investment into OpenAI. Likely, this is at a roughly $800 billion valuation, although that I don't think that has been disclosed. Um, and RVI is approximately a $650 million fund, if I remember correctly. So $75 million is about 12% of RVI. So the way to think about it is that 12% of our RBI is invested in OpenAI. So if, for example, um, OpenAI doubles in valuation, then that $75 million becomes $150 million. And, that increase is roughly 12% increase in RBI's value, right? So that's the perspective that, you should have on it if you're buying a stock based on um, what investments it holds. Now, in RBI's case, all of its investments are the open AI kind, meaning like they're all private companies that hope to go public. They're fast growing. They're extremely successful because they're at their later stages of their growth right before IPO, and that's the time frame that Robinhood Venture Funds is investing in them. So they're in a pretty good position to own a bunch of these companies that are all in a pretty similar type of profile, that they're all fast growing, promising startups. Whereas if you're buying Amazon, for example, to indirectly invest in Anthropic, well, Amazon's investment in Anthropic, let's say they own 20% and it doesn't get diluted, is currently worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $100 billion on a company whose total market cap is $2.7 trillion. So that's 1/27th of the market cap of Amazon, or less than, what, 3-4%. Um, so, if it doubles in valuation, then you're talking about a 3-4% increase in the market cap of Amazon. If Amazon's own business doesn't continue to do well, right? Like, and doesn't grow because of that. So, buying indirectly just because a company owns a small percentage of another company just seems like not the best reasons to do it. RBI, because this is what the fund does, it's a better reason to own RVI as opposed to owning Amazon for that reason. And it's a bigger chunk of RVI, meaning it's 12% as opposed to 3 or 4%.
Right. Are there any companies you want RVI to invest in that they haven't already?
Well, Anthropic would have been the better one. Like if they had said they had invested $75 million in Anthropic at the $350 billion valuation, because I think Anthropic may already have surpassed uh, OpenAI's revenue run rate. It's almost
Mm.
certain that they have, just because recently they have been on fire. Uh, so the rumors are that they have added over $10 billion of ARR just in the last month of operations because of Claude Cowork. So and most of them to businesses. So Anthropic's growth rate seems to be very exciting. I would love for RVI to be a Anthropic owner and make a similar type of investment in them as opposed to just OpenAI. But yeah, that's probably the only other one that I hope they don't invest in SpaceX at the $1.5 trillion valuation right before it goes public, but remains to be seen.